Alright guys, real-time fishing here. We're kind of switching it up. We're not trout or red fishing. We're out here in our pond going for bass and brim. So we're using different kinds of baits here. Here's just some of them that we're using, but they're pretty good, but they don't bite anything particular in this pond. So we're just gonna throw them out here and try having fun. We got our dog just had a frame here in the water, so that ain't helping us at all, but we're gonna do the thing. Stay tuned. Go. All right guys, I switched spots on us. There was nothing really over there, no shelter, so bass and brim like shelter and comfort, just like trout or really any other fish. They want food, comfort, and they just want all those things that we kind of want. We want comfort in our home, stuff like that. So I'm still using the same bait. My cousins, they're gonna come with me and they're gonna fish with hook and worm, which is good for in this pond here. They normally bite pretty good on those, but sometime during the day here I'm gonna do a bait review. I don't know, I'm just gonna go in my tackle box and just pick a random bait that I don't even personally know. I just have it in my tackle box. I really don't use it, but I sometimes do, so that's what we're gonna do. So come along and stay tuned. Okay guys, so for bass and brim, what I typically like to do is just like I would in trout fishing, because I kind of intertwine both the two, is I just twitch the bait. I just twitch it, reel a little bit, twitch, reel a little bit. It's just all about kind of make it want to sparkle in the water and just give it some of that attention that you're looking for in order to be successful in bass and brim fishing. But this bait in particular, I really don't fish with much. I wanted to tie something on that I ain't as familiar with and kind of discipline myself to where I'm not using just my go-to baits that I already know that are good for bass and brim. I want to see what works, so I may tie on different things. I may not keep the same one. I just got a nice strike there. Oh, they're biting on them. I'm looking at them in the water here, but hopefully we can get a good enough size one on here so we can show the camera and, you know, just have fun with it, because catching fish, that's what makes it fun, but it keeps me coming back bass fishing and brim fishing just for all the fun in it. But I enjoy it, and I want everybody to see what it's like to kind of bass and brim fish and things that you can do differently and some things that work for me too. So just keep that in mind, that not everything and not every time. Like, look at this, guys. He took tail right off of it. Took tail right off that. There was a tail on that, but it's not there anymore, so I'm probably gonna have to switch that out. But till then, I'll pick you up when we catch fish. Go. All right, guys, I picked up. We got a fish on now. There he comes. Nice little brim here. Biting hook and worm. I switched it up. He kind of swallowed the hook. That ain't good. It kind of got in his gills. But I'll let y'all know when we get another one on board. All right, y'all, got another fish on, He's a nice one too. He's a nice one. Oh yeah, look at this big guy. Look at this. I'm just letting it sit out in the water, kind of. This is hook and worm, but he's a nice one too. Guys, look at this. Then you hear him making that noise too. That's just him messing around. But this guy, we would eat him, but we're not eating fish tonight for dinner. But if on a regular day, if we had nothing to really do and we wanted to make a fish fry, we would fry him up. But this is a catch and release, I guess. He wanted to release it. Hold on. And he's a kind of older one, but we're gonna safe release him, I hope. Ow! He's being mean. He wanted to release himself, I guess. Alright. Get out of there, dummy. Alright. Safe release, guys. Tried to be. Alright, guys. Got another fish on. Another small little guy.
Oh, sweet. I have one.
Another small little guy, but he'll do me. It's another fish on the board for us. Here he comes. He's trying. He's a small one though, so it's kind of hard to get him out there. All right, here's your other little guy here, but we gonna let him go. He's nothing. What is with these fish today? he released himself. Alright. Alright guys, I got another one, man. I guess we're in a feeding frenzy. But just let it sit up there, don't move it. There's your other little guy. They're too small, but I'm gonna let him go. See, that was, I guess, a safe release now. We're getting it. I'm just gonna leave y'all going since, I mean, I'm catching fish every cast, so it's like, there's a good chance I'll catch another one on this cast, but let's not get our hopes up and let's just keep on fishing like I normally do. I'm using the same worm too. I have not switched the worm out.
I had a big one.
I'm just throwing it, like, I'm just using a hook and worm.
Got my bait.
Fish on guys, fish on, got another fish. Got another fish. I mean, I'm just using hook and worm. This is anybody can do this. Anybody can go to your local store and buy some line, you know, cheap fishing pole and a hook and get some worms. No safe release. And just fish. I mean, it's one of my favorite things to do is fish. And bass fishing and brim is my favorite. See guys, that worm's tore out of pieces, but I'm gonna use it till I can't anymore, or unless a big one takes it. But let's have that problem where a big one takes it. But that's what we're gonna do here. So let's tie this thing back up. It's amazing how these fish just, I mean, they just have the will to live in this place, and they live through anything. Well guys, ain't my best hooking up job, but it works. So that's what we're gonna do. Got the ducks here, which they ain't helping us at all. But oh, had a wind knot, I guess. Nah, I ain't got a wind knot. It's tied up top. Yep, just like I said it was. I could tell just when I went to go pull it back that it was tied. I just did it anyway, just see. Alright guys, another fish on, another fish on. He's kind of fighting too. He's a nice one. Alright, got another one going. Another fish on, guys, another fish on.
Oh my god.
And guys, we're safe releasing all of these. We're not keeping any of these. Y'all may think, you know, when we cut the camera we're keeping these. No, we're not. We love to keep nature in its natural habitat, but we got another nice one. We're gonna continue to catch all of them. There you go. There he goes off. That's enough for my hook, so I ain't got no more worm to put on it. But I'll go get me another worm and we can keep on fishing. We got everything going good for us, but y'all stay tuned. GoPro. All right guys, back with another worm now. Just doing the thing, just letting it sink. And it's just a hook and bobber. It's not the hardest thing, but it's like one of those, for this pond in particular, it is one of the best things to do. Got another fish, got another fish. They love hook and worm in here. Oh, he got off on me. That's not good. But I had him right here, so, I mean, I'm not gonna consider it a catch. I think I'm up to catching maybe, what do you think, 5? I think I'm catching about 5. I don't know the exact number. I'm not keeping track of my head, but that's what I think it is. So it's 5. But it's right. Do this again. Need to fish a little deeper.
Okay.
Like, see where I'm at right here?
Yeah.
That's where you need to fish at. See? Got another one. Letting him fight a little bit because it's no fun for him. See? Got another fish on. I'm trying to be easy with them all I can so I don't hurt them any more than what they are. But that's your next one right there. I don't know what that makes. I don't know what is with these fish though today. letting me, I mean, I'm trying to be safe, but that's the thing about these. There you go, safe release. There you go. All right, same worm still. Beautiful weather though. I mean, but it's hot though outside today. I really, when I first thought about making this video, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this hot. So it's like, but it's kind of turning out good that we're catching fish though. Oh, there you go, there you go. Get him. Look at that, he caught one. See if we can get a double. Got a double. Look at that. You caught a nice one too. Here, be careful because his spine over, because it'll shoot up right at the last second. Look at that though. Here, let's see it. Here, come here. Get in the frame with it. Come on. See, here's my little guy, and he kind of beat me with his size of him, but we got a nice double, and we're just out here having fun. But we're gonna let him go as a safe release too.
Sorry.
Get all your stuff out the way, buddy. All right, here, let's see what we're doing. I'll get him off for you. And this is my cousin Noah, if you don't already know it, but he caught a nice one, and he likes to bass and brim fish, so we kind of put this together since he was going to be here today, so I figured I could take him fishing at our pond. And so far we got pretty good luck going on. He caught that one right there, and I've caught probably 6 now. But it ain't about number, because we're a team here and we're just trying to catch fish and enjoy it. All right, another worm. Got another one on, He's a small little guy, but he wouldn't eat. We'd throw him back too. There he goes, I got him. All right, there he is right there. That's another one, safe release. There he goes. Taking a nice little swim in the water. And see, we like to catch these and then we, let them grow, of course. But we keep a couple of these when we want, but nothing too major for us. But we just like to enjoy it here in our pond and maintain the population of fish. Go, ducky. Got another one. Got another one. He's a nice little guy. And I'm just deciding on if we were keeping these fish, if we would have caught him or not. But we wouldn't have kept him if all else, because he's a little too small. Dang. It may have been a bass that did that. All right, safe release. All right, that's it right there. Had to fix my worm because he kind of messed it up. But we're catching a lot of good fish. I mean, keep me some action. So that's one tangle. Oh no, it didn't actually. I mean, you don't have to throw it far really in our pond for there to be a fish like this. There's another fish on right here. See? It's like a feeding frenzy in this place. But Got another some. Good fish. He's alright. We would have let him grow too, every bit of it. And guys, another thing that I would like to talk about a point is managing your ponds and stuff. See, when you're going fishing, of course, and most people may know this, they may have their own pond, like we do. But when you're managing your fish, it lasts longer and they get to become and grow bigger. Like say for instance that fish, if you catch all them fish all the time, you really won't have any fun, I guess, catching them. Like it wouldn't be like, you know, you just want to have fun and just managing them and really nothing to eat. Oh, he just got a good one. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, it's a bass.
No, it's a brim. He got a nice one though. Here, I'll tighten up your drag here in a second. Oh, got a double. Oh, I got him. That would have been this one would have been a keeper. These two, he ain't gonna reel up. You just gotta go. See, these two that we caught would have been a keeper right here. But we're not gonna keep these guys. Here, take them off your hook. Just do like I do with my rod, like that. And then all you gotta do is set it down for a second. See, that would have been a nice one to probably fry up, but we ain't gonna do it. We're gonna throw them back just like that. Poof. All right, here, let me see. I'll help you up here a little bit. Here, I'll tighten up your drag here in a second.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you put my rod up in there, honey?
That was Noah's fish that he caught, and we're gonna safe release him too. They're all good fish. I got fish slime all over my pants. Should have put me a rag on, but that's just a part of it. I ain't got one with me, and I'm too far away from the house to go get one. But it's alright. I'm gonna see what I can do with this small little worm right there. That small little sliver of worm. See if that does anything. I think it should though, because in this pond it's like they're heck, it feels like, but they're not. Oh.
Yeah.
Got him. I got him on that small little worm. For too long, guys, we're gonna do a catch, clean, and cook in the pond. So that's our next kind of YouTube idea for y'all, is just to take y'all on a little catch, clean, and cook. But till that day happens, we ain't gonna do that. But he got a nice one on him too.
Our fish got my bait.
Fish got your bait.
Mhm.
Here's a hook right. Here's a worm right here. All right, guys, that's my third worm I've had to switch out. I'm pretty sure. But I'm just keep on maintaining them, and we're catching a lot of good ones. But we're all letting them go. I'd have to tell you, I'll probably tell you at the end of the video how many fish we caught total. Oh, got another one. Got another one. He seems like he's a pretty good fight too. Oh yeah, look at this thing. He's a good one. Oh, he took my bait. He took all my bait. But that's all right. That's a good problem to have. He's a nice one. He really is. Alrighty, there he is. He's a good looking guy, but he's gonna get thrown back. And Noah, he's throwing right where I'm at. Boom, there he is, there he is. Oh, just had him. Just got off. Just got off. I'm gonna put a small worm on, because they really don't care what kind of worm it is, really. They just, you know. They're fish, they're crazy. But we're getting it. You ain't got anything yet, or did he take your bait? Here you go. Let's see it. Yeah, let me get you a worm out here. There you go, buddy. There's a worm. Gotta watch out for all these ants down here, but they ain't bothering me. They're staying in their little area. I'm staying in mine. Got another one on. There he is, right there. kind of took my bait again. Nah, he left a little bit for me to take back, but not much. Safe release right there. There he goes. I'm just gonna use that small little sliver of worm, see what I can stir up, but I don't feel like I'm gonna catch anything with it. But it doesn't hurt to try.
It took my bait again.
I see some action. Got it. Man, he got off, but he took my bait with him though.
That's what mine did.
But it's alright. No, I got a little sliver of bait left. Not much, but I ain't gonna use that. I mean, that's too small. But yeah, just for fun, let's use it just to see if I can catch one. I don't think I'm gonna catch one with it though. Didn't have enough worms with it. Well, we caught another one. We had to set y'all down. The camera got too hot, so we may not pick y'all up on every fish that we catch, but I'll give y'all an overview after the fishing trip's over. But till then, we'll see. All right, guys, I told you I was going to do a bait review, and this is my bait that I picked out right here in my tackle box. I know a little bit about this bait, but I use this one pretty often. As you can tell, I have some line that was up there. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this bait. It, you know, kind of rattles, so I guess it'd be in the rattle trap range of it. And this thing, it comes on the top, so I like to twitch, pause, and then the way when I throw it in there, it kind of just moves back and forth on the top like this. And that gives it kind of that, you know, just that, it gives the tensions, it gives, you know, the bait some attention. So that's what this one is mainly used for. When I like to use it when it's cooler outside, like right now it's probably in the 80s right now. It's hot outside, but we're still catching fish. But I just took time from catching fish to give you all this bait review. But this is a really good bait. It's white, and it's really good for clear water like this here is, or somewhat clear. But it's just meant for top water. It's really good for bass. I've caught a lot of bass on this, and I enjoy using this bait, and I continue to use this bait. I have a couple more, so I may do another bait review right now. But yeah, let's just do that, okay? So the other baits that I'm doing is, this is one of my most realistic baits right here. This is almost like a small bass, but I have not caught a bass on this because I really don't hear about bass eating other bass, which I'm not saying that ain't a thing, but I've never seen it. They normally eat on smaller fish, worms, stuff like that you would see, just little stuff, little brim maybe, nothing too major, especially if you got an aggressive big bass in here. But this is a cool looking bait. I bought this one in my local sports shop, and I just like it just because the coloration, how realistic it is. And these right here, this when it goes through the water, it kind of gives it that motion like a fish is swimming. So it's a really cool bait to have, and I just enjoy having it. I don't fish with it much, I just like it. So that's just what I think about it. But that's just my two baits that I'm going to talk about today. This is Real Time Fishing signing off. And yes, we were doing something different today, but we'll see y'all again. And hopefully we'll be bringing in slot, reds, and trout. Best luck to y'all. Tight lines.